Have you heard about the Ayauma? If you have, or even if you haven't, let me tell you something. It is not a demon, and I will tell you his story in this video. The indigenous culture has a rich folklore, full of spirits and all of them related to nature and cosmos. Only in Ecuador, there are more than 13 indigenous communities. Under the Quichua nationality, the Otavalo community is one of the most well-known communities in Imbabura, along with the Natabuela, Caranqui, and Cayambi communities. And guess what? It's to the Otavalo community where the Ayauma spirit belongs to. But wait a minute, what or who is this? Well, this is kind of messy to explain with a high level of veracity, since we are talking about the traditions of a specific culture that has been transmitted through generations using oral tradition, which means that it has been changing constantly, like every oral story. If we want to go to government sites for this information, we will realize that there are a lot of different interpretations about the meaning and origins of this spirit. Of course, I found some papers about this barely touched topic, and after this investigation, what I can say to you about the Ayauma spirit is that, first, it belongs to the Inti Raymi celebration, which is celebrated in June all over the Imbabura province. This festivity happens because the community wants to thank the Pachamama, Mother Earth, and the Dios Inti, the sun, for the harvest of the year. Nowadays, the Ayauma is represented by someone who is disguised himself as the spirit and guides the people on their path through the town. Originally, the Ayauma spirit was meant to be a protector, a guide, a spirit full of color and charm, who dances and makes jokes. How did this spirit get the devil status? To answer this, we go back to the colonial period in the middle of the 16th century, when the Catholic priests tried to impose the Catholic religion to the indigenous cultures in Latin America by saying the spirit was a demon to avoid people keep making ancient rituals for gods. What I love the most is how visually rich he is and all the symbolism he has. For example, he has two faces that symbolize the duality that brings our world. In one hand, one face looking forward to the future, because it's there where one is heading, and the other face looking backwards to the past, so we don't forget where we came from. His head has 4 extensions, like handles, in the front side, the back side, and the right and left sides. These 4 extensions represent the 4 dimensions the Pachamama is made up. His tongue symbolizes their ancient language called Quechua. The colors of the mask symbolize the biodiversity, which includes animals and plants. On the top of the mask, there are 12 prolongations that allude to snakes, which are a symbol of knowledge. On his torso wears an embroidered white shirt made with patches that symbolizes the eruption committed to the indigenous culture. Finally, it has a cabresto in his right hand to keep the order. It works like a sort of a whip. He dances with a pair of shoes called alpargatas that alludes to the feet of the original Ayauma that had the toes behind and the heel in the front side. Since 1992, a few independent researchers, most of them from the indigenous culture, have started to refer to this spirit as Ayauma instead of the Aulauma, trying to give back the original meaning of the spirit, and of course, this video tries to help as well. I lived in Imbabura all my life and I grew up believing that this character was a demon, but I always wondered to myself, why do they call him Diablo if he doesn't look like one? Now I know and I want to share this with you. I would love to explain more about the design I made for this spirit, because as you can see, he doesn't have the white shirt or the alpargatas, but all the design stuff and artistic stuff is prepared for another video. So let me know what you think about this video. I really thank you for listening to me. I would love to read your comments, and yeah, goodbye.